Wracamy do naszego RPGa. Próbujemy się wydostać z wyspy. Mam nadzieję, że nam się uda. Jak na razie rozwiązujemy jakieś takie poboczne questy, krótkie, proste, żeby zobaczyć, o co tutaj chodzi. Zapytaj nieobecność Konstantina, poproś pomoc w sprawie ładunku. Tu jest kilka questów, ma ten koleś. Chłopiec okrętowy zniknął.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock, but the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Ale ja nie przypominam sobie, żebyśmy jakiegoś chłopca szukali okrętowego.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
A, to już pytałem, czekajcie.
It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning, but the day of departure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Flavio and Lauro.
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Dobra.
Have you
Zapytaj o
seen
heretyków.
anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses.
Kurde, pięć questów żeśmy rozpoczęli właśnie. Przypał trochę.
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Ptolemy's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nords.
Czy strasznie, a to są ci sami, co Technomancera robili? Tu jest raczej więcej, bo w Technomancerze była tylko walka i ona była drewniana, a tutaj jest RPG, a walka jest tak samo drewniana.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern.
Ta
but I
walka
haven't
drewno
heard
dalej.
anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Poproś o
I have a
pomoc.
favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tirfredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry,
15 questów. Chyba idziemy do tego szmuglera, żeby nam pomógł. Ja już nie wiem, co ja tu robię w tej grze.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to
Trzymaj
drop
się,
the
Achilles.
manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler.
Dobra, i teraz mamy tak. Zbadaj zniknięcie nowicjusza.
Like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
No dobra, najpierw znajdziemy tego jakiegoś jego majtka, co się może nam, jak to zrobimy, to nam pomoże coś przesmuglować.
The hiding place of this smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
Jakieś fajne znajdźki tu są.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas?
Jakie ta gra ma w ogóle
Your
oceny?
stars, I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds. He didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking
Kiedyś
to a
wrócę do takich gierek jak
well-dressed
Arma
man,
3? Może.
surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy.
Może ci przemytnicy go porwali, żeby jakoś coś przemycić.
My story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy.
Noszą tatuaże zamiast
Did anyone
brody.
else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Okej.
Thank you, Lauro.
No,
I need to be going.
co jak co, ale te gadki mi się podobają, jakby, znaczy, oni fajnie gadają, dublaż jest spokojnie, ma to wszystko sens. To mi się podoba. Tu za tawernę wyjdziemy, może jakieś znajdziemy jakieś. Okej, co tu jest? Podnieść dziennik przemytnika. Mam 2 nowych klientów, chcą udać się do Al-Sad. Jeżeli depczą im po piętach. Kurwa, cały plan napisali i zostawili na stole. Ale tak się robi ludzie. Nigdy żeście nie mieli jakichś chytrych planów i żeście sobie ich nie napisali na kartce. O, synek się tu jakiś pojawił, czekajcie.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad
Jakie kurde
troubled.
dochodzenie robimy.
Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
No właśnie mówię, że moja postać wygląda najgorzej z twarzy. Jakaś taka żółta i bez tekstury.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
A powiedzcie mi, jak to jest.
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
Czekajcie.
If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
Jak to jest, że to jest Unreal Engine? Ta gra powinna wyglądać, wiecie, jak są zawsze te Unreal Engine. Jakieś takie demo pokazują mnie. I nagle, i to takie zajebiste. No ktoś powiedział, że to jest Unreal. Czy Unreal, jak to tam będzie. No i zawsze tak super fajnie wygląda, później wychodzi gra i nie wiadomo, czy to drewno, czy to, co to jest za tekstura. O co chodzi? No dobra, czekajcie, bo tu mamy jeszcze kilka... Aha, znajdź i przesłuchaj świadków w tawernie. No dobra, to chodźmy tam, bo się zgubimy w tym całej fabułce. Bo jak widzicie, fabuła jest gruba. Majtek się zgubił. Trzeba go znaleźć. Fajnie, że ciągle amunicję znajduję. Szkoda, że nie mogę jej użyć do niczego. Okej, tawerna. Wykonywanie misji. W grze Greedfall misję można za kilka różnych sposobów. Dasard ma do wyboru wiele opcji, takich jak podstęp, perswazja, intuicja, korupcja. Walka. O shit. Nie chcę walczyć.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down
Ale
to his
podała
neck,
rysopis.
light brown, blue eyes, quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be
A,
repaired.
Silk Engine. To chyba z tej gry Silk Road.
I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Nie, zapłacę mu.
To cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool.
Aha, ja mogę na zewnątrz
He went
naprawić
and
ten stół,
insulted a
kurde.
band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Bym sobie
Thank
zjadł
you for the
taką szynkę
information.
czy ser. Co on tam ma na tym stole?
Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into.
Szynkę, ale czy tam ser leży obok taki wielki?
Who could down his pint? Anything
Czy druga
else?
szynka?
I am looking for a Nort. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A naught, you say? That's not a lot to go on.
Chyba
There
ser.
are quite a few that come to my
Myślicie, że
tavern.
to chleb?
According
Ciężko
to one
powiedzieć.
of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping.
Kto taki
In
chleb
my
robi?
establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything
O, mamy
else?
świadka.
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid.
Nie, giera mnie nie nudzi, tylko ja po prostu chory jestem.
And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start.
To jest
I
ser.
also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Nie
Goodbye.
no, muszę zbadać tą sprawę, czy ser? Nie no, ludzie, to jest chleb? Kto robi taki symetryczny chleb? No, kurwa, nikt takiego nie robi z kantem u góry. To jest ser. Ciężko powiedzieć, kurde. Nie no, ale moim zdaniem nikt tak chleba nie wypieka, nie? To jest ser. Kurde, może chleb? Może chleb. No nie wiem. Po co by był taki duży ser?
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm
Z
here.
takim typem
I'm
iść w
looking for a
ślinę?
Nort that disappeared 2 days ago
Nie jedna
after
by chciała,
visiting this
kurde.
establishment. A
Fajne
young cabin
tatuaże.
boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the three of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business.
To moja postać ma jakąś twarz żółto-zieloną, o co chodzi?
If that's what it was, they weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any
Znajdź,
wealthy merchant gain
znajdź
from
porywaczy i
all that?
wstaw im czoła. Po co bym miał metalowe kołki tworzyć? Dobra, idę. Może mogę jakiś nowy pancerz ubrać albo coś. Czekajcie, jakość. Kurtka marynarza, kurde, lepsza jest. A w nią coś można wsadzić. Rzemiosło, jakieś 3 rzeczy. Dobra. Może kapelutek jakiś lepszy, no niestety. Czekajcie, zobaczę. Albo dobra, ulewam to, bo się będę bawił w rzemiosło, jak to są ważniejsze rzeczy do zrobienia. Gdzie to trzeba iść? To idę tam. No, mutację przeszedłem, już mam teraz taki głos jak właśnie po mutacji. Właśnie tak jest po mutacji.
Have a nice day, madam.
Have a nice day, madam.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Lady Fontaine. Fajny mają dom. Jeden pokój i salon. Na bogato.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Oh.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a
Babo,
respectable
już nie chcę z tą
family?
gadać. Idę go uwolnić, tego
witnesses are
majtka
all
zaraz.
in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking
Synek pan
about?
chce, żeby do
I would
starej
have
uciec
thought
chciał.
that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact.
Ta gra polega na gadaniu, moi drodzy. Jak
Fear-inducing story.
chcecie co innego zobaczyć, to musicie inną grę oglądać. No właśnie, mecz się ogląda na telewizorze, a z boku gra sobie leci, przygoda. Nie, gdzie ten syn teraz będzie? Gdzie ja go znajdę? Gdzie oni są? Gdzie są oni? Nie, patrzcie. Ja tu fajne skarby znajduję. tajnych zakamarkach. Kontrakty nautów. No i znów będzie do wyboru. Albo tak, no kurwa. No. Widzę, że tu są eksperci od robienia RPG-ów. Albo tak, albo tak. Dwie ścieżki wyboru. Bo przecież nie 3.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Ale my nie chcemy jeszcze clear access to the warehouse. Tu muszę iść.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. What I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Be
No
back
dobra.
soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsilion is a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. Hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords.
I ja doceniam taką tradycję. Musi chłopak wrócić i robić.
But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
No ale moim zdaniem ten chłopiec to on lubi pewnie pływać. Jak się tak wychował, nie?
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Odkryj miejsce przetrzymywania Jonasa. No, za bardzo nie muszę go odkrywać, bo Bo mam na mapie znaczek pokazany, chyba że to Lady Fontan mi ma zdradzić sekret. Aha, muszę od niej to wyciągnąć. Kurde, jakiś... O. Musimy przenieść je do magazynów obok kanału. No już wiem, gdzie jest. Bo przypadkiem zostawili ważne dokumenty na stoliku, ja sobie wlazłem i je zabrałem. I teraz już wiem, tak wygląda życie. Jak jest taki chory, to myślałem głupio komentować, nie chcę, wiecie. Tyle wam powiem. Dobrze, że nie jestem jakoś bardzo chory. Po prostu jestem przeziębiony i gdybym nie streamował, to nawet by było ok, więc tam smarkałby i już, ale jak człowiek musi, na przykład chce kichnąć, a nie chce, no to wiecie, o co chodzi. To już wiecie, to sobie możecie to wyobrazić.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
O, discreet, ja umiem discreet, tak się robi discreet, patrzcie. Discreet, kurde. Ja się znam na życiu, słuchajcie, uczcie się. Tyle lat już wam tu uczę was życia. Docenilibyście to. Tyle mi wystarczy. Dom rodziny Fontaine wygląda bardziej jak magazyn, ale okej. Nie wiem, czy się ukryje, bo... O, shit. O, to się poskradałem.
The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? You've taken your son against his will and have locked him up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a parent. You are
Kurde,
far
jak
too
niepowodzeniem
young to
znów.
understand the way we feel.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You
Kurde,
should
mógłby
have
sobie zrobić
thought of that
drugiego syna i
before.
tyle.
Breaking the contract could have regrettable
Albo
consequences
adoptować
for the
jakiegoś.
congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in this story. Don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You were not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Się skapnął, kurde, sobie przypomniał se o synie, kurde, po tylu latach. Gdzie ten syn tam? No, to coś za łatwo, powiem wam. Chyba zaraz nas zaatakują.
It's not possible just now.
Czyli dało się to kluczem otworzyć, widzieliście?
Who are you?
My name is Desardet. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Jak
Yes.
przy Wiedźmina, kurde, no,
Even if
na
I had
pewno.
to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now.
Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you
Nie
there.
ten budżet, nie ten zespół. A ile kosztował Wiedźmin 3? Tu no, o, widzicie. Skarby, skarby. Tylko żeby nas tu nie zamknęli. A, widzicie. Zawsze trzeba szukać tylnego wejścia, bo widzę, że w tej grze każdy quest ma jakieś... Z tyłu jest w budynku jest wejście. Proste. Musicie tylko je znaleźć i wtedy macie inne rozwiązanie. W ogóle mi exp nie rośnie od robienia tych questów. Nie rozumiem tego, czy tu jest exp tylko od bicia się? Czy tak wygląda RPG? Dowiedz się, gdzie jest Konstantin. No nie wiem, ja bym bardziej poinformował kapitana Vasco, że ten już się znalazł. Konstantin to jest inny temat dla mnie. Jezu, żebracy tutaj coś. 306 milionów złotych, naprawdę? Skąd oni mieli tyle pieniędzy?
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on
O
ship.
Jezu, no wiem, że brakuje ci.
It's a rather...
All we can do is plot a course. No, I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin
Czekajcie,
boy.
czekajcie, czyli
Your
znalazł się.
actions bring you honor.
O.
Be back soon, Captain.
A, czyli... Bo co on tak gadał, tak jakbym ja go wcale nie znalazł, tego synka. O, i ja chcę teraz level. Tu mam 1 punkt. Ciężka broń jednoręczna. No dobra, ale jak to w ogóle wybrać tą broń? Tego jeszcze żeśmy nie... Czemu tu nie mogę jakichś atutów sobie zrobić? Nie wiem, o co chodzi z tą magią, to też taka magia, kurwa, plus 10% tego, plus 20%. Takie skille to nie skille, tyle wam powiem. Kurde, ja już chcę płynąć na tą wyspę. A tu jeszcze kilka questów jest do zrobienia. Muszę znaleźć tego brata. A, bo Ceder był wydawcą, no dobra. 300 milionów to dużo.
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Dobra, widzicie, albo możemy ich przekupić. Teraz jest pytanie, czy tam z tyłu się da... Kurde, widzę tam jakieś drzwi, może się da tam jakoś wejść. Wejdziemy od tyłu i go uwolnimy. O, nawet są zaznaczone te drzwi.
It's blocked. It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now.
Alchemia level 1? Czy ja mam takie coś? Na pewno nie mam. Kurde no. No i nie mogę, no bo widzicie, no. Bo nie jestem alchemikiem. No byśmy tam poszli od tyłu go uwolnili. Dobra, idziemy frontem, będziemy walczyć. A nie, czekajcie, bo to jest dziwne, bo nie mogę wejść tutaj. To gdzie ja tu mam przejść? Tędy jakoś?
It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Ale to się nie za bardzo tu chyba zakradnę, chociaż. Patrzcie, jaki ninja ze mnie. Oj, chyba nas nakryli.
I'm looking for my cousin, and it appears that he is held here against his wishes.
Właśnie w Ryzena nie grałem, w Ryzena, więc nie wiem.
His voice is one of a kind, gentlemen, and we can hear it in the street. I order you to free him immediately.
I order, is that right? You're not cousins for nothing, you and that other drunkard. If you think all you need to do is come here and give us orders to get what you want.
Looks like we'll need to sharpen our words with our new friends.
Czy to warte coś?
So.
Ktoś napisał, że walka do dupy. O Jezu. Walka do dupy, ale... O, fiek. Dobra. Ale ta moja postać się jakaś mocniejsza zrobiła, powiem wam. Bo wcześniej tak mocno nie biłem. No więc walka jest ogólnie żadna. Rozwój postaci moim zdaniem jest też taki słaby. Wystarczy na te drzewka spojrzeć i tak dalej. Nie wiem czy to, ale... Świat wydaje się całkiem fajny i bardzo fajne jest dublaż i gadają. I to jest nawet ciekawe co oni mówią. I jest taka spokojna muzyczka. I to nawet takie spoko. Znaczy grałbym ogólnie jakby... Nawet interesująca fabułka, nie? Dublaż, no ale nie, że nie, że po polsku dublaż, nie? No taki dublaż, ale bez dublażu jakby. No gdzie ten dziad, kurde? O, klucz do celi. Zebrałem go, ale... Aha, myślę, że go zebrałem, a ja go nie zebrałem, ale go zebrałem tak naprawdę.
Locked.
Wiesz, na przykład jak masz klucz, to samo drzwi nie otworzy, musisz wybrać inny przycisk.
Has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
No i moja postać ma taką twarz, że najgorzej wygląda. Gorzej niż wszystkie inne. Jest płaska i żółta.
Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy. Fair cousin, now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay.
Jaki on jest jakiś kubrak. Gdzie on może znaleźć?
And your cousin have already set the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved it.
Okej.
To have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship.
Aha.
An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Okej. Tułów. A czemu tułów? A mogę miecz? A mogę mu miecz zmienić na przykład. Może bym mu taki dał. Niby troszeczkę słabszy, ale jakoś ma 10 razy lepszą. No i mogę mu jeszcze też temu mogę kapą tak dać. O, widzicie, czy ja... O, to ja takich rzeczy nie robiłem, a to są poważne sprawy. Dziwne, bo one są na jakimś plusie, te itemy. Dobra, nieważne. Dobra, już mamy wszystko, co potrzeba. Więc ta misja została zakończona sukcesem. Nie no, są ogniste miecze z Gotika. Może i gulasz ognisty też będzie. Kto to wie. No ale takie wiecie, takie... Niby takie... Aha, tu się dało wejść i ich ominąć. Niby takie spoko... Znaczy wiecie, jakby próbują takie rzeczy robić, ale tak... No moim zdaniem troszeczkę nieudolnie, nie? Jakby ten wybór, że możesz zrobić questa tak i tak. Alchemia 1 to możesz wejść bokiem, a coś tam... No, nad tą pierwszą lokacją, moim zdaniem, to bym posiedział super, wiecie, no pierwsza godzina gry, pierwsze 2 godziny gry. Taką bym lokację zrobił, że, no nie wiem, no nawet wąził by nie powiedział złego słowa o tej grze. Tak by była fajna lokacja. Tak to sobie wyobrażam. Oj, przepraszam.
If you wore a Nort uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
Oh shit.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
No, skąd ja wezmę składniki?
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
O, patrzcie.
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Pa. I co już? Możemy oknem wyskoczyć? Nie wiem, co żeśmy zrobili, ale chyba dodaliśmy właśnie kontrabandę. Nie wiem, na czym ta nasza tutaj... To skradanie to jest jakieś dziwne. Ja nie wiem, czy oni ci kolesie mnie chcą zobaczyć, czy oni po prostu są ślepi, czy o co chodzi. Bo wydaje mi się, że chyba by mnie zobaczyli, jakby chcieli. No, ale może rzeczywiście to jest jakaś, wiecie, taka... Może ja rzeczywiście się skradam. Nie będę lepiej sprawdzał. Powiedz kapitanowi, jak może podnieść kotwicę. Ja tu mam jeszcze rzeczy do zrobienia. Jeszcze muszę heretyków ogarnąć. Dla księdza. Dla mnie to są ziomeczki, ci heretycy. Kureczki, kurde.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought... Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen. Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me.
Dobra, uwolniliśmy jakichś typów z magazynu, tych co oni ich porwali. I co teraz? Już nie wiem po co myśmy to zrobili, ale spoko. Pozbądź się strażników magazynu.
Hello?
Oh shit.
What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
O, cwani byliśmy. Nie wiem dokładnie co myśmy tu zrobili. Tak się trochę pogubiłem w tych questach. Tu mieli być jacyś heretycy, ja tu nie widzę żadnych heretyków. I przemytnicy mieli ich przemycać czy coś, ale widzę tylko typów, którzy stoją na tym i nie wiem o co.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls.
Nie, bo my nie
We
lubimy
have committed no crime.
książąt.
We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your
Ciekawe co
research.
badali.
What about
Pewnie,
it is
że
so horrifying that it
Mateusz,
would
ich
provoke
Bóg nie
such a
istnieje.
fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Tir Freddy, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Tir Freddy is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the Illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Zobaczymy.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Siema, Agatka.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could. Forget what you have discovered, perhaps?
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, Please do not deliver us to them.
No my ich na pewno
Let
nie
us
wydamy księdzu.
continue on this path.
Siema królika, o spoko ta gra.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Zahid, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
No dobra, to idziemy do tego ambasadora. Po co mi ten napój da? Ciągle nie wiem, o co chodzi z tym napojem. Rozmawiaj z tragarzami? A, tu. Kiedy pijemy? Agatka, o Jezu, ja chory jestem. Na pewno nie piję. Lepiej opowiedz, co tam u ciebie słychać. Jakieś wieści ze świata game devu.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
A pomożemy historykom.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Mateus, the founder of the mythical Ptolemy, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
Super.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
We
No
owe
i
you our
elegancko.
lives. We are eternally grateful.
O, fajnie, że nie trzeba było tam biec.
I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that
Ekspiki
we
hajs.
possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a bird.
Dobra, ambasadorowi Telemem musimy powiedzieć, żeby się wypchał, kurde. Jest frajerem, ja mu nic nie będę donosił.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
After I heard the case they made for themselves, I decided to let them escape.
No i dobrze.
What are you saying?
They convinced
Wypchaj
me
się,
that your
kurde, księdzu.
accusations have nothing to do with heresy, and that their only crime was discovering historical truths denied by Ptolemy.
And you gave credence to the lies preferred by these blasphemers. Their historical truths are nothing but nonsense, fabricated to undermine the foundations of Ptolemy. The simple act to have proffered such horrors proves the fact that they are heretics. I fear that your youth and kind heart has blinded you, de Sade. That is a shame. I was expecting more from a young legate who seemed sensitive to our magic.
No jak się wypchaj, niech idzie tam kurde śmietankę sobie na kolanku. Idzie ministrantów zaczepiać. Nie lubimy takich. I tyle. I tak dostałem expa za ciebie. O, patrzcie, możemy sobie rozdać atrybut jakiś. Wytrzymałość, celność. punkty magii. Oszołomienie plus 100%, a będę teraz dobry w oszołamianiu. No, wydaje mi się, że już prawie wszystko. Nie wiem, o co chodzi z tym napojem, że ja go mam przygotować, jak ja już tam wszystko zrobiłem w tym. Chyba że oni naprawdę muszą ich uśpić. Tu. Błyskoszorek szczokowaty. A gdzie ja to mogę kupić? Czekajcie, bo tu gdzieś był alchemik. Kupiec. Jakiś błyskoszorek.
Welcome. It's such a... Have you seen it? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Kurwa, poziom nauki. O Jezu, ja nie mogę takich rzeczy robić. No, to w dupę, dobra. Może po prostu mogę napój nasenny kupić. Mikstura nasenna, tak? Może on ma, po prostu mi sprzeda. Widzicie, jak to jest w tych RPG-ach? Nawet nie możecie kupić. Znaczy zrobić, jak nie umiecie. O Jezu, ta mikstura nasenna kosztuje 16, a ja za 12 kupiłem ten jeden składnik. Frajer ze mnie. Czyli mam już tą miksturę, tak? Gdzie ja mam jakieś inwentory? No mam. Dobra. Nic, to idę, może jak im dam tego. A może muszę wrócić do tych magazynów, ale mi się wydaje, że ja te magazyny od tyłu otworzyłem i to już wszystko. Pogadam z tymi typami, zobaczę, co mam im do powiedzenia.
Well now, can we get going?
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it.
A, to niepotrzebny mi był ten napój.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
No i tyle. I alo, płyniemy. Tak?
Madam?
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir Freddy. My isle.
No, idziemy za tym typem.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Jaka bestia, o co chodzi?
We need ropes! We must contain it!
O shit, to chyba nie odpływamy.
Let's lend them a hand.
O, leszy. Po co oni to wzięli na statek?
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
O, shit. To tym statkiem chyba nie płynął.
Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
O, shit. Dobrze, że walka jest taka upośledzona. Rozumiem. Dupkę. Karatek. O Jezu. Ja tylko robię uniki, non stop biegam unikami. Wiem, że chcielibyście bardziej zaciętą walkę. O, jest kolany. A, jestem najlepszy na świecie gracz. Skąd ja mam nagle pistolet?
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Ty doma? No ja doma. O. Nie chcę żadnych kryształów pamięci. Co ja chcę iść? Wejdź na pokład statku. Ej, no ale dziurę mamy jedną wielką. Jak się wchodzi na pokład? Tu chyba jest jakaś drabina. To to? Czy po prostu przez dziurę? Czekajcie, no coś... Aha. A, może to nie jest nasz statek. A, to nie nasz statek, więc luz. Czyli to nie ten statek.
Gentlemen.
A, już wszystko luz. Nic się nie stało. Nie ma o czym gadać.
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Jezu, niech mi dadzą jakąś lokację, gdzie mgła nie jest na 3 metry. Teraz będą 2 godziny na statku gadania. Będzie misje dla kucharza, misje dla kapitana, misje dla załogi. No fajne takie scenki. Ciekawe, czy las będzie lepiej wyglądał niż to, co nam tutaj zaprezentowali. Jezu, jeszcze czuję jak Kolumb. Mgła niestety przypłynęła razem z nami. Jesteśmy. Przyszły nas mewy osrać. O, nieźle, od razu do wulkanu wpływamy. No i się zaczęła gra właśnie. Co wy na to? Zaczynamy stream. A ci co? Już mówię podatki.
Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see,
Musi napluć, pewnie będą badania robić.
You were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that will be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death.
This
concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
No, not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health!
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope that there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
O, może dołączy do naszej drużyny.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service for a while.
I jeszcze mi level wzrósł. No dobra, moi drodzy, i w tym momencie zrobimy sobie przerwę. Jesteśmy na wyspie, podejdę tu, żeby to pokazać, żeby nie było, że nie pokażę wyspy, nie? A zrobię przerwę, idę tu. Okej, ale nie bardzo możemy tam zejść na ląd, bo pewnie by trzeba było przez... Jak ta mapa wygląda? No chyba, że nam się uda przebiec jeszcze. Czy nie da się wpłynąć? No nie no, mogę ich wywalić z teamu i już nie będą ze mną grali, no proste. Nie wiem, czy byśmy... Patrzcie, mgła się skończyła, to na pewno na plus. Ta gra nie wygląda źle, nawet wygląda całkiem nieźle, tylko jest jakiś problem z nią. Znaczy ta postać biega jak drewno. Jak z kijem w tyłku. Nie wiem, coś z cieniami. Patrzcie, idę tam do lokacji jakiejś. O Jezu, zanim z tego miasta się pewnie wyjdzie, to następne 3 godziny trzeba gadać z ludźmi po mieście. Myślę, że nas nie wypuszczą teraz. Zawsze tak jest, że strażnik pilnuje tych... Strażnik pilnuje krat, nie? Zawsze. Chociaż kto wie, może. Nie, zamknięte. Wiadomo, kurde. O, czekajcie, dziura w płocie. Też nie. Nie no, nie wypuszczą nas. Zawsze kurwa to samo. No, pewnie trzeba questy porobić, tam pogadać, to nas wypuszczą z miasta. Bo jakby tak zatrzymać, stop klatkę zrobić, to jest ładnie, nie? O, tam jakiś młyn. No co, źle to wygląda? Jak się twarz nie spatrzy się tej postaci na twarz, to jest wszystko ok. Trawka jest, patrzcie, trawa tu. No, tu bym powiedział, że jest ok. Dobra, moi drodzy, przerwa. Jakby ktoś oglądał na YouTubie, to napiszcie, co sądzicie o tym tytule. Jak wam się taka gra podoba, bo moim zdaniem jest jakby ta historia i te opowieści, te sceny takie są, trzyma się do kupy wszystko, fajnie. Jakby fajnie się to jak książkę czyta trochę.